Greetings, I am Shepard, and you're watching Flaming Dragon Studio. This is episode 2 in my How to Survive and Thrive series for medieval engineers. And today we'll be working on building ourselves a basic home, and we'll see about maybe getting some storage set up so we can start storing some supplies for later projects. So to start with, we need to actually start looking at some research. So if you press K, it brings up the research page. Now we have three types of research. We have civil engineering, economic engineering, and military engineering. So to start out, we want to build a house first because it'd be nice to, have a place where we can hide out. So we go into civil engineering and the basic wooden house. So we click on that and start the quest. So now you'll see your quest over on the left side of the screen, just under your meters. So you'll want to get started by gathering some supplies to build wooden stairs. So we need to obtain 4 timber, 6 planks, and a hammer. So to get timber, you need to have a log. So you bring the log in here and craft it, and you'll get in the crafting table 4 timber for that. To get planks, you get 5 planks for every 1 timber. So we need 6 planks, so we'll craft that twice. Then we need also a wooden mallet, which requires 1 timber and 5 sticks. And we do happen to have enough sticks to do that, so we'll craft our hammer. And then you can double click, bring all of that in. I think we might need a little more timber, so we're just going to craft that final log into some timber. And there we go. Now let's see. So now we have an issue. I want to get these sticks, but I think we're going to have to wait a second. Hopefully actually, we're just going to switch these around. We'll put these 4 sticks here so we have more sticks in our inventory. Okay, so now reading the tutorial. This is the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to begin the construction of your house. Try to construct some wooden stairs where you want the entrance of your house to be. This will make it easier to get in and out during construction. So now we need to be able to get the wooden stairs. So we push G to bring up our large blocks menu. And we want the wooden stairs, not the small stairs. Okay? For entrance into a house, preferably the wooden stairs. So right click, put the basically blueprint on your hotkey bar. And G to exit back out. And now you have the wooden stairs. So now it moves around with where you look. You can use the Q and E keys to rotate it around. Holding Control and using the mouse wheel will move it in and out, making it a little easier to gauge where it is. If it's red like this, you cannot place it. When it becomes placeable, it becomes more transparent, and you get the white placement box around it so you know how many squares it takes up. So let's see here. I think we'll just place it right here. Now all that does is lay a scaffolding work around it. Basically the skeletal frame of what we want to build. So now we bring out our hammer and left click and we'll start building it up. Now say we decide this isn't where we want it, you can right click and it'll start deconstructing it. Nice thing is you get all the materials back from the project, so you're not losing stuff if you make that decision. But I do actually want the stairs here, so we'll go ahead and build these up. You can see on the right-hand panel the percentage going up. Now we have completed the wooden stairs. So next on the list, you'll want to build some wooden supports. Gather supplies to get started on a few of them. So now we need 16 timber and 24 sticks. That is a lot of supplies. Let's see here. So we are going to make a little bit of space for ourselves here. So we're going to clear out our inventory quickly, so we're going to make ourselves a small chest. And we'll just place that at the foot of our bed for right now. Now if you, as you see when you click it to just the ground, it goes very north-south, but if you point at something else, it will snap in a line with that. So it makes it nice and a little easier to get things aligned the way you want them. So now we have a chest here. We can throw some of our extra materials in there. And to be able to get them to move like that, you can either double click or shift click. Otherwise, if you want to say only take half the stack, you can control left click and only take half the stack. We'll put the extra salads in there as well. I did not mean to put. So shift clicking will put everything that you have that matches what you're clicking on. For instance, I had 2 stacks of salad. I shift left click, both stacks of salads go down there. So it's a good way if you want to get rid of, if you're carrying a lot of one item and you want to move all of them quickly, shift is your best friend in that situation. Alright, so we've cleared some space. Now we're going to go back to our trees here. We need a bunch more logs. So come up here. As I said in the last video, palm trees, once you get a general feeling, they're pretty easy to gauge how many logs you can get out of them. This should be a 2-log tree. And 4 hits to turn it in. And 2 logs. Grab the sticks because we do need sticks for this project. Sticks are very plentiful, which is a good thing because you need them for pretty much any large building project. Even the stone ones, you start out with building a wooden frame for your stone structures. So we'll grab them. And grab that. Then we'll head back down to our little campsite. And we'll get converting this stuff. So we'll put all 4 logs down here. Convert all the logs to timber. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the nice thing is you can leave that go and it will continue constructing while you go off and do something else. So like right now I see I'm actually getting pretty hungry, so we're going to quickly open our inventory and eat a couple of salads. Now you can make salads in your own inventory, but it takes a little bit and it's actually faster if you make them in a campfire. And a campfire is actually pretty simple. All you need is 9 stones. 9 small stones and you get a campfire. So we'll go ahead and craft that. And we'll place that down over here. And then you can interact with it. Now, a campfire needs a fuel to be able to cook. So I'm going to take these tree branches here and move them down. And then when we get some more berries or whatever we want to cook, and you can with any of this, we'll be able to make ourselves some more food. Let's take a look in here. Alright, does look like we have everything crafted. So we're going to take all those timbers. Alright, you'll want to build wooden supports under your house. This will give you a solid foundation and a level place to build a floor. Start from your stairs and construct supports in the shape you want your house to take. So once again, we press G and we find the support structure, wooden support right here. Right click to bring it down into the hotbar. And here we go. Just like placing the stairs, make sure you place one right next to your stairs because that's where your entrance is going to be. And then generally for a nice simple house, I do a simple 2x2. So now we place them, and as you can see there is a complete frame, there's a framework for all 4 of them. And even though it's just framework, you are able to walk on it. Now we pull out our hammer, and you can see in the bottom right window that it's telling you exactly a lot of information about it. So, to start with, we have what it is we're looking at, and then what it's going to be required. As you can see, For like timber, our numbers are 0/4/17. And the little cheat thing right above it tells you that's how many are installed in the project, how many are required for the project, and how many you have available for the project. And then the percentage bar on the left side of that window tells you how close it is to being completely finished. So we'll go ahead and start building these supports up. Takes a couple of hits with a wooden mallet. Now the better quality of tools you have, the faster this will get done. For instance, like the steel hammer can craft a wooden wall with one hit, whereas opposed to it'll take the wooden mallet several hits to be able to fully construct it. So you always want to try and get the best tools you can to be able to build fast and efficiently. Try to jump the gun there. Alright, so next up, if you keep walking on those supports, you're going to twist your ankle. I can see why. Have to be very careful where we're walking. You'll need more supplies to make wooden floors. You'll find that building a house takes a lot of wood. So now we need 24 planks. So we'll head back over to our crafting table here. We have 4, so we need 20 more. And you get 5 planks out of 1 timber. So we will need a total of 4 timber. Right now we only have 1. So, and that's simple. We go chop down 1 more tree. Even 1 log will provide us with enough wood to craft this floor. Now what I like about palm trees, like I said, you can tell from their size how many you get. These little guys give you 1 log. Go ahead. Now sometimes, because of how the ground is, also a bug, you don't always get a stump from the tree you cut down. But that's fine, you always get the branches from it. So you're always at least getting some branch/stick items when you're chopping trees. And if you really are in serious need of sticks and you for some reason cannot find any bushes or anything, all you can find is trees, you are able to, once you chop a tree into logs, continue chopping at the logs, and you can turn the logs into sticks as well. I know you can do this. I have no need of it. I don't see anyone ever actually needing to do that because bushes are all over the place in this game. Pretty much the only place you can't find bushes is in a desert, and, well, let's just say you can't really build in a desert. There's nowhere near enough materials. Alright, so now we have 5 timber, so 1, 2, 3, 4 will give us 24 planks. Going to collect this bush here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the roots in here. Refill our salad one. And put all those branches in the campfire. No, I could have sworn I did that already. Interesting. Okay, and while we're waiting for that stuff to craft, we're just going to grab some of this iron ore that's just sitting on the surface. And hopefully maybe, if there's enough time in this episode, we'll get to creating some better tools for ourselves. Just going to throw that ore in our little small chest here. Oop, and the herb I collected. That should be enough time. We should have... Yep. 24 planks. So now we need to build some floor. So we'll come back into our G. And here is the floor. Now, you see this little plus sign here? That means there are a couple different variations you can make of the floor. So if you left click, you can see what those variations are and precisely how many supplies each one requires. So we have the standard square floor. There's an interior floor going to, or interior round floor to the left, interior round floor to the right, an interior round or exterior round floor on the left, an exterior round floor on the right. Now you don't have to select a specific one. You just right click to put the blueprint on your hotbar, exit out, and it'll come here, and notice how the floor sitting underneath for some reason. It's not coming up on the floor. To be able to place items in the same spot, you need to press your Z key. This will enable same space, same spot placing. Now, it's up on top. We can place it where we want. Now, you can see what the wood looks like. I don't really want my planks to be going that way, so Q or E will change the direction it's facing. Now, this is just me, I like the planks going that way, so we'll go ahead and place that. Now, to kind of show you, you can use the mouse wheel, at least you're supposed to be able to use the mouse wheel, to switch between the different types of flooring. For some reason, mine's not working. And I do not know why. It was just a second here. This is interesting. I'll have to look into that. You're supposed to be able to just, when they have that plus sign, be able to mouse wheel to change between the different states of it. Not sure why it's not working. I'll have to look into that problem. So we're just going to place our 4 floors, because really all we need is a standard square floor. Get out our hammer, and start pounding away. And we are almost there. One more floor section. And there we go. We have a nice, semi-beautiful floor. Now those floors are looking good. It's time to figure out how to put up some walls. Make sure you have enough supplies first. So we already have the 2 sticks we need. We're going to need 2 logs. We'll get our axe back out, head back up to the woods. Now once you start to get a nice camp or house set up, you'll be able to set up some supplies or some storage spaces for supplies and spend a little bit of time. You can just collect a bunch of supplies and get them stored at your house. We'll make it so you don't have to keep going for supplies every time you're doing something. Just going to finish chopping this up and get the sticks from it. Okay, so equip the wall available in the general search, which is that G button I've been telling you about. And turn on compound building, which is that Z button I said, and place 2 log walls and then build them. So we need log walls, which are right here. So we'll go ahead and click that. And once again, Q and E to be able to rotate them. And I'm going to place the 2 to start with right here. We'll obviously be building more later in a little bit. And then we just go ahead, start hammering away at these. And there we go. We have gained knowledge. We finished the research. So now we can finish building our house. So we'll want, to finish building our house, we will want the log walls with doorways. And personally, I like having log walls with windows as well. Helps being able to see outside. So I'm thinking we'll place... The door's obviously going to be there. I think we'll place a window there. And a window there. What do you think? Window here. No, I'm not really seeing it. Just looking right at this hill here. No. So then we'll just... 6, we need to place our doorway. Now, here we need to be careful, and I just realized I forgot something with the windows. So we have a doorway with an entrance. There the mouse wheel's working this time. Or a log wall with a door. Having a door will help keep the baddies out, so we're going to place a door. And I'm going to deconstruct these 2 windows I placed, because I only did the windows, and I prefer having something a little more special. These also have another form, log wall with window or log wall with shutters. Now these shutters allow you to actually close your window. Nice little thing, it's not like people can climb through them, but if, say, you're on a multiplayer server, people can shoot their crossbows through them. So it's nice to be able to lock them up. So I'll place that one there, and then just finish off with the standard log wall. We are going to need a bunch of logs to finish this up, and a bunch of sticks. Ooh, and looks like we're going to need planks for the door as well. So we'll get to it. Anything in here? We have 1 timber, so we'll turn that into planks. Grab that. And then something I like to do is just go through and place as much as you can with what you have. One hit will put all the materials you have available in it. And there, now we have nothing available, so we'll go collect some more resources. So this might take a little bit, so I'll put us on do a little time lapse here, and I'll see you when we get back. Alright, and here we are. We've got a full supply of logs and sticks. Should be enough to finish building our house. So we're just going to come here and put a couple of the logs in here. Turn them to timber. And we'll make, 15 planks. That should be sufficient. Now while that's going on, we'll go ahead and place our logs. That finishes that spot. Get a log in here to finish this. There we go. Now here we're still going to be missing a couple of planks. Uh-oh. Looks like I miscalculated. We're going to be a log short. That's rather embarrassing. I'll run go grab that. See you in a minute. Alright, and I'm back. Now, definitely have enough supplies to finish this now. Ugh, hate when something like that happens. Always inconvenient. So we'll grab these supplies and finish building at least the walls of our house. Now, there's something I want to show you. So we're a log short here, and we happen to have it in our inventory, but lots of times you're not going to have enough space in your inventory to completely craft what it is you're looking at. A nice system this game has is that it doesn't have to be in your inventories. Why storage is so important in this game. As long as the materials needed are close by. Now I just dropped this log here. We're going to go put this other log that I need and actually interact and put it in the crafting table. Now see, we have no log in our inventory, but the little window on the right says there is a log available. That's because it can detect this log here. Now it doesn't have to be right next to it. It has a fairly good distance of where it can sense that the supplies are. So supply areas are essential for large projects. You see, we just hit, and that log is taken and put into that. Now my torch just died, so we'll go ahead and craft ourselves a new one here. Get some light on the situation. Alright, then we need to finish building up our door. And the window. Alright, and there we go. Taking a look here, now see you have shutters on this. If you press F, you can close them. I love that little detail that actually locks it shut. I love that. And then if you want it open, you just come over and press F, your interact button again, and it opens up. Same with the door. Now, while there's nothing that actually locks the door, as long as it's shut, at least I haven't done a multiplayer server test of this yet, but barbarians or bandits, whatever you want to call them, cannot get through that door. So it's a great way if you're low on health, close to your house, run into your house, close the door behind you, and you'll be good to go. Not forever, though, because depending on what kind of material your structure is made of, barbarians can knock it down with enough hits from their weapons. So you're not going to be able to hide in here indefinitely. Well, I think this about wraps up this video. Next time I think we'll be moving on to some storage here, looking at what we have. We got the Lux housing. Oh, maybe we'll do ore refining instead. Yeah, I think we're going to be moving on to ore refining, maybe get some smelting in, start getting some better tools to start building with. Maybe also, if there's enough time, get a roof on our house. Well, it keeps out the baddies. Who cares about rain, right? Well, I do want to thank you for writing. Hit that like button, and if you would, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time on Flaming Dragon Studio.